Hello everybody, Pangora Fallstar here, and we are going to be working with our item builds today. So I recently had a game where both my Misfortune and my Senna got banned, and I was like, well, I'm going to go ahead and I'll play as Jinx, and I'll go ahead and I looked up her thing again, and I was like, you know what, I should just have a Jinx item set here. So we're going to go ahead and be building a Jinx item set. So don't let this set be jinxed. Ha, gotta do it. Alright, so whenever you're building an item set, you can build it off of the things here as you go through. Like, hey, I need to build a jungle item set, I need to build a laning item set, things like that. But you can also do what I do, which is I look things up online, and I'm using OBS, and the version of OBS that I have does not let me record off of websites. So I'm just going to go ahead and be pulling from a Mobifire item set. Somebody recently put it on there. So let's see here. Let's get Doran's Blade and a health potion. Make sure that we're getting the right health potion here. And then now it says that if it's against the poke harass lane, to take the Doran shield. So that's our standard start and versus poke harass. So let's do standard start or versus poke harass. Now the build also has magical footwear, but then it says on your ideal first back is to have boots of speed. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead. See, it says it's a damage weapon, so it's a BF sword. Here it is, and the boots and the control ward. So your vision and trinkets, you have your control ward, and I don't really need to put the boots on here, but then most commonly it says to use the Berserker Greaves, so I'm going to put the Berserker Greaves here instead, because I'll automatically get the boots from the magical boots. Then the Berserker Greaves just kind of adds to it, and that is our ideal first back. So let's go ahead and ideal first back. That way, when we're checking our items, we want to be at above 1300. We want an extra 300 for the sword, so we want to be at 1675 as our ideal first back gold, FYI. And anything above that, if we can just flat out buy Berserker's Greaves, that'll be great. Now, then there's the core item build and then a Stormrazor build. And I'm sure that if I read this guide, it'll have a reason for both. But the core item build is actually Infinity Edge, Runan's Hurricane, and a rapid fire cannon with the Berserker's Greaves. So Runan's Hurricane is an attack speed item. And I can get it here, and the rapid fire cannon is also here. So let's just go for the core build. Stormrazor build actually starts off with the Stormrazor, then goes to Infinity Edge, and then gets the rapid fire cannon. So that's kind of an interesting thing there. And then it has a bunch of situational items here, which is Armor Pen with Mortal Reminder, Lord Dominik's, some protection with Bloodthirster or Guardian Angel, and then some magic resist with Mercurial Scimitar and Ma, of Malmortius. So let's go ahead. We'll grab our armor penetration and get that's mortal reminder and Lord Dominic's regards. Then we have our protection, which is going to be our Bloodthirster or our Guardian Angel. And then finally our defense, our magic resist defense, which will be a Mercurial Scimitar or a Maw of Malmortius. And the last thing they had, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's the last they have. They also had like a Phantom Tancer or a Static Shiv. And then you have like some other stuff that is already in the build as situational items. So, then we'll go ahead and label this as situational items. So there you go. Now you have a Jinx build. Just this is the a high-ranking Jinx player's build of Jinx. Sounds great, right? Well, we're not done yet, because some of these items have activated abilities. One of these items has an activated ability, and that's the Mercurial Scimitar. And when I buy the Mercurial Scimitar, I want it to be in my #1 slot. That's my activated ability slot. And the Mercurial Sash also has an active ability, and I'm going to put it on here just so that I can put it on the on track 1 here on the first slot. All of these other items here will be in slot number 3 or 2. Choose my potion slot. So yeah, all these will be my. By the time I'm doing these, I can't do potions anymore. So, and I like having potions on my #2 slot, with the exception of Mercurial Scimitar is going to be in 1. Go to my potion, make sure my potion always lands on #2, and I can put my healing, my Doran's Blade or the shield on 6. Put my BF sword on 7. Put boot on 5. Boots on 7, and Vision Trinket on 3, so that it's always there. The Infinity Edge will go on 5, and the Rapid Fire Cannon, which will be on, yeah, that will be 7, always there. And Rune's Hurricane will go on 6, as will the Storm Razor. So that's kind of like, it's either one or the other. These are always going to be on the bottom. So there's my core build. On the bottom, I have, so let's move my boots to, yeah, it should replace my boots at that time. And move my boots somewhere else. And then all of this is going to be on 2 by the time I need to, and then that should cover everything. That on 1. So I'll put boots on 1 because it'll be the least likely place for it. Okay. There you go. Save. Item set not jinxed. I can make sure that it's just on this, and I can also make sure that it's just on Jinx. There we go. I now have an item set that will only show up for Jinx, only in my Summoner's Rift games, and everything is always going to end up in the same spot. I don't have to item manage it. And I hope this helps you. If you like this, please comment, like, and subscribe. Share this with other people. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you, and have fun.